Ayan, hello everyone! Magandang hapon, magandang umaga, magandang gabi sa ating pong lahat. This is your Ate Rochelle. So today I will be making a demonstration of how to solve Reynolds number. Yun yung ating topic for today. But for now, alamin natin saan ba nagsimula ang Reynolds number. So we have si Osborne Reynolds. Siya yung talagang, sa kanya nag-originate yung Reynolds number. So, ano ba yung Reynolds number? Paano niya yun ginawa? So, we have this experiment na ginawa niya noon. So, merong water pipe, na kung saan meron siyang inilagay, installed na dye. So, colored yon, syempre dye. And then, ang purpose niya is to actually evaluate if yung flow ng ayan, so pasensya na. So basically to check if the flow is dalawa yon, tandaan natin. If it's laminar, which is eto yung illustration natin ng laminar. Ayan, makikita nyo straight line, 'di ba? Smooth yung flow. And then kung mapapansin nyo sa bawat gilid, kasi siya, may friction siya, kaya basically medyo mabagal yung sa bawat gilid. Okay, kaya ganun, nauuna yung nasa gitna. Now, we also have here yung turbulent flow. So, kapag sumakay kayo ng eroplano, maririnig nyo to, yung turbulence na tinatawag. Ibig sabihin, nagkakaroon ng magulo, nagkakaroon na gumagalaw, iba-ibang posisyon o kaya naman lubak-lubak kumbaga sa road kung tawagin. This is turbulent, magulo, chaotic, Tagalog pala yun ng magulo din. So this is yung two classification of Reynolds, laminar and turbulent flow. Okay, so now, based on that illustration and kung paano yung naging parang output ni Osborne Reynolds, meron tayong mabubuong definition. Reynolds number daw is a dimensionless quantity used to predict the flow behavior of a fluid. So basically, para siyang si specific gravity, dimensionless. Kasi during the computation, yung mga unit of measurement ng lahat ng mga gagamitin ay maka-cross out siya. So kaya siya naging dimensionless. And so now, let's proceed to the formula. So we have here, ang Reynolds is RE. So basically, tandaan lang natin, it's inertial force over viscosity force. And so basically, sa inertial force, ito yung mga kailangan nating i-measure na affected yung paggalaw. Okay, paggalaw ng fluid. Andyan si density, andyan si velocity, and then of course, yung measurement ng diameter nung kung saan nagfo-flow yung fluid. And of course, sa viscosity ay ang dynamic viscosity na tinatawag, or yung mu. So, yan yung formula natin. P would be the density. Yun nga, V is velocity. And then we also have the D as the diameter, or the characteristic of the length of kung saan siya nagfo-flow. And of course, the dynamic viscosity. And hindi ko pala i-include dito. Ang mga units nila would be, si density is kilogram per meter cube or metric cube. We have si velocity naman is meter per second. Si diameter niyan, that's gonna be length yun, so meter. And then si si mu, or yung tinatawag natin na si dynamic viscosity is Pascal per second. And tandaan natin to, kasi ito yung magka-classify if it's laminar or turbulent yung flow. So kapag ang result ng computation natin ay less than 2,000, that's gonna be laminar. Pagka naman more than 4,000, that's turbulent. And kapag naman in between doon sa 2,000 and 4,000, that's gonna be the transitional flow. And now, sa exciting part of this demonstration, we will give you problems. Two problems to. Problem 1 would be liquid, and yung isa naman na gas ng fluid. So, let's start. So, our first problem is about liquid. So, this one specifically is for water. Sabi dito, if the water flows in a pipe with a diameter of 0.05 meters, yun yung sukat ha ng pipe, and at the velocity, bilis niya ay 2 meters per second, and then yung water density niya is 1,000. Of course, this is, alam natin to, 1,000 kilogram per metric cube, and the dynamic viscosity is 0.001 Pascal per second. Pasensya na, umiyak yung anak ko. Okay, so drama lang pala iyak niya. Anyway, so let us identify what are the given. Yung mga given. So, list down muna natin. So, we have, of course, ang given natin dyan is, yung density is 1,000 kilogram per meter cube. The velocity would be 2 meter per second. And the diameter is 0.05 meter. And then the dynamic viscosity is 0.001 Pascal per second. And now, for the solution. Let's go for the solution. Ito na nga. Sulat po na natin yung formula. Ang formula is Reynolds is equals to that density times velocity times the dimension of the diameter over divided by the mu or the dynamic viscosity. So, yun. So, lagay lang natin. Ano yung density? 1,000. Density is 1,000 times 2 times 0.05 divided by 0.001, the mu. That's gonna be 100 divided by 0.01. So, the Reynolds number is, let's do the computation. That's gonna be 100,000. Oh, so, ang taas, ng Reynolds number. Ibig sabihin, that's more than 4,000. This will be turbulent flow. Okay, so madali lang kasi times lang siya and divide. Now, let's move on to the next problem, which we will be discussing yung flow naman ng gas. Okay, so for gas, we have this is the problem. The given problem would be an aircraft flies at 70 meter per second. And then, yung air density niya with a air density of 1.2 kilogram per meter cube. And the wing length ng aircraft is 1.5 meter. And the viscosity is 1.8 by 10 to the negative 5 power Pascal per second. So, alamin natin what is the Reynolds number. Let's go. Ayan. So, first, of course, we have to provide what are the given sa problem. Given ang density, which is 1.2. The velocity is 70 meter per second. The diameter of the wing is 1.5 meter. And then the mu or the dynamic viscosity is 1.8 times 10 to the negative 5 power Pascal per second. So, again, let's do the solution. Reynolds is equals to density times velocity times the dimension or the diameter divided by the mu or the dynamic viscosity. So, lagay lang natin ano yung mga given number. So, 1.2 times 70 times 1.5 is equals to 126 divided by 1.8 times 10 to the negative 5 power. That's going to be 0.0000.18. And the Reynolds number, tada! 7 million. Diba? Apakataas na. 7 million. So, turbulent siya. So, yun lamang. Maraming salamat for listening. And not just listening, for watching. God bless you all. Bye.